welcome back to our Team Lotus F1 Manager Series as we are heading to the iconic Spa today, coming off the back of Silverstone, where we kind of regressed a little bit. We were fortunate, I guess, to get a podium in Austria. There was quite a few mistakes in that race from other drivers, so led us to second and third in that one, but we were back in that sort of 6th to 7th place last time out in Silverstone. We just don't have the pace currently of the McLaren, RB or Red Bull. So we've not got any new upgrades coming on the car for this one. So it's likely to be the same again. So I think we're probably battling, if McLaren, RB and Red Bull all on form, 7th or lower. So hopefully there's some mistakes ahead of us and we can capitalize on those. But if you're not already and you're enjoying this series, or you're jumping in for the first time, you like what you see, please do subscribe to the channel. If you can, hit that like button. As I say, every like helps me out massively, so please take a couple of seconds just to hit that like button. Really does help me out, and get involved down below in the comments. But as I say, we are heading to Spa in this one in 11 days time, and as I mentioned there, no new upgrades on the car, so all of these will be finishing after Spa. Are we back to back? I think we might be back to back again here. Yeah, we are with Hungary. So I think we mentioned that. We may have mentioned that last time out, that actually we won't get the upgrades on the car now until post summer break, which will be Zandvoort. So hopefully we'll be able to get 3 or 4 different upgrades on the car for Zandvoort and maybe start challenging for the podium or wins again then. But before that, I think it's going to be difficult to do in Spa and Hungary. And we can take a look at the standings as well. So still that healthy lead in the constructors. But as you can see, Red Bull took 40, RB took 31. I think it was Lando that struggled, wasn't it, for McLaren? So that's why they didn't take too many there. But if this continues at that pace, what's that, a net sort of 20 points don't enough taking off us? Yeah, 17 for RB they took off us, and 26 for Red Bull. So if they continue that for the next sort of 4 or 5 races, this will get very tight. And what will get tight indeed is the Drivers' Championship. So you can see there, Danny Rick 233, Alonso 187, but Alonso's only now 15 points ahead of Tsunoda and Max. And as I say, the other Red Bull in Sainz and the McLaren's coming at us. So again, in 3-4 races time, this is going to get very tight. And I don't think at least we can challenge for race wins or podiums in the next couple of races, but we shall see how we go. We do have a regulation vote result as well, and this of course was to up the gearbox limit, ERS limit and engine limit. I said I'd be surprised if they voted against that. For some reason Alpine, Williams, Haas and Kick Sauber did, but perhaps they would, being a smaller team. They don't want to be paying for more parts, but the bigger teams all voted for. So if we do continue into 2027, we'll be able to use 5 gearboxes, 3 ERSs, and back up to the engine limit of 4, which it was in 2024. Okay, Arvid Lindblad then. Those are Arvid Lindblad then. We've identified one of our affiliate drivers possibly benefiting quite a bit from further investment. So do we want to invest in Lindblad? It will help his development. We do, of course, want to do that. Okay, mid-season board review. The board have assessed your performance as team principal for the season thus far and have compiled the below report. So season objective on target. Target position is 2nd. We're currently 1st. Long-term objective, score points in 50% of the season races. We've already achieved that. And they have high confidence in us and have injected $1.5 million. Very nice indeed. Okay, we are ready for Spa then. 17th for higher Danny Rick. We should be able to achieve these again pretty easy. 14th for Fernando Alonso. Let's jump into practice. Here we go then, practice in Spa completed and near enough perfect. It is certainly on Fernando Alonso's side of the garage. 100% track acclimatization, 100% car parts knowledge, 100% setup satisfaction, and a 100% driver preparation. Danny Rick near enough matched him all the way, apart from a measly 1% deficit on his setup at 99%. But we are near enough, perfectly set up as we head to qualifying next. Okay, I have just spent $7.5 million because we've just bought a new engine for Fernando Alonso and a new ARS system. He was getting low. They're not going to make the end of the season, so we're going to choose today to make those part changes and take a grid penalty. So Alonso will start at the back of the grid. Ricciardo, he's got a little bit more life in his yet, so he will need to do it at some point, but we don't want to do them both on the same race, so perhaps we'll do it next race in Hungary. If not post-summer break, we shall see. But certainly Alonso is going to take a grid penalty as we head into Q1 next. And in truth of Alonso, I'm just not going to run him. I'm going to save those car parts. He'll start at the back anyway. So there's not much point. So we'll get Ricciardo out, get a banker lap in.
Okay, stay close to the reference.
Ricciardo looks like he's had some traffic there, so he's going to have to go back out.
Currently P7.
Okay, Ricciardo, we've just sent back out, and he's 1.2 off Tsunoda, but I'm hoping that is going to be enough here in Q1. Let's have a look. We're about to get checkered flag. So he's got, yeah, that should be safe. Norris only 13th there. And Alonso obviously not setting a time, but Danny Rick safely through to Q2 then in the end as Alonso is knocked out. He'll start last in this one. Let's head to Q2. Same again, but we did do 2 flying laps on this tyre, so it's likely we'll have to go again on a fresh set of softs with Ricciardo.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
As Lewis Hamilton has had a spin here in Q2. Ideal for Lewis. I think that's about for him, about to start his lap, so that would have wrecked his lap. Although it's not on his lap, he'll get no straight line speed to start the lap. That's going to be a struggle for Lewis.
Take it easy in your in-lap.
Understood.
Right, we've sent Ricciardo back out, looking for some green sectors here, and he is setting some green sectors, although he's held up by Piastri perhaps in the middle sector there. And I think that's lost him a bunch of time, but it looks like we're going to be safe. Norris and Hamilton and Russell. Mercedes have struggled though, but Hamilton and Norris knocked out. Especially Norris, that is very good news for us. Piastri's right on the cusp. But Sainz is on an in-lap, so Sainz is out as well. What is going on here in Spa? So we've got Albon in an Aston through, we've got Bortoletto in a Haas through, and Perez in a Williams. Wow. Maybe there will be a chance for Ricciardo to get more points than we expected because well, I don't know what our pace is at the moment. The Ferrari is looking pretty good, to be fair, but we'll see. Although we were held up, so yeah, perhaps we might be able to get as high as 3rd. This quali session, or Hulkenberg's there, maybe 4th. I think 4th might be the maximum we can do here in this final quali session, but let's see how we go. We'll use a scrub set first, and then we'll jump on board. Here we go then, we've just started our flying lap in Q3. We did set a time on a scrub set of softs, half a second off Tsunoda at the moment. I did forget Piastri is in this session as well, so I don't think we'll have the pace on Hulkenberg, Piastri, Verstappen and Tsunoda. So I think it's 5th is the maximum we can achieve, but we shall wait and see. We've got to improve on our first time. Leclerc is only 3 temps off, so that might be difficult, and we're not going faster in that first sector. So not what we wanted to see there. There's a big margin on Bottas, Bortoletto, Perez and Albon. Perez has now finished as well. So I think we are probably safe from behind. Can we improve from 6th place though? Leclerc has now finished. We'd need a green sector. If we don't get a green sector here, then it's very unlikely that we're going to see ourselves going up the grid at all. And yeah, Piastri probably too far. We need to find about a 10th and a half. 2 temps. 2 temps would jump currently Hulkenberg and Leclerc. And we do go green through that 2nd sector, so there is a chance. Hulkenberg, though, that chance is now gone. That's a hell of a lap there, Hulkenberg, to put him on provisional pole. Tsunoda jumps him by a 10th. They're going even quicker, those RBs. We'll see what Verstappen can do as well. As Verstappen improves, but not enough. It's an RB1-2. I don't think we can make an impact on the top 4. But can we jump Leclerc then? As Ricciardo comes across the line. I'm waiting for improve. And it doesn't. So it's P6. Don't think anyone else is on that. Oh, Bottas is on a lap. Just wait for Bottas to cross the line then. As he is on a lap here. Here he comes, Valtteri Bottas. Does he improve? No, he doesn't. So it's going to be P6 for Ricciardo, but it's an RB1-2. Here we go then. Full classification. It's Yuki Tsunoda on pole. It's an RB1-2 with Hulkenberg in 2nd. Those RBs looking very good. Then we've got Max Verstappen in 3rd, Oscar Piastri 4th, Charles Leclerc in 5th, Danny Rick in 6th, Bottas in 7th. Then look at this run of cars. Bortoletto in 8th for Haas, Perez 9th for Williams, and Albon 10th for Aston Martin. That's because we had a few surprises. I think traffic, well, 100% traffic played its part with Sainz in 11th, Then also Russell, Hamilton and Norris knocked out. And also they had the opportunity in the top 10 because we didn't run Alonso, who starts 22nd. Let's look at some strategy then before getting into this one. Okay, so we are going to go for a two-stopper with both drivers. We're going to go aggressive on every stint with Ricciardo, so it's soft, medium, softs. With Alonso, we're going to go standard on that first stint, try to go a little bit longer, hopefully get an overcut because we're starting at the back of the field, of course. So he's not going to stop until lap 16 on that first stint. Ricciardo's going to be in a couple of laps earlier, 14. May extend that even more, we'll see. Then he's going aggressive on softs and aggressive on mediums at the end. So slightly different strategy. Not expecting our two drivers to be in competition with each other today because Ricciardo starts P6, Alonso starts dead last in 22nd as we get this race in Spa underway.
Get ready.
See what we can do then.
It's the
Alonso
Belgian
starts
Grand Prix.
last. Ricciardo is in the top 10. Going to be a very different race for both drivers. And the lights are out very quick. It's the two RBs as the 1-2 here. Tsunoda and Hulkenberg. And Ricciardo quite tentative through there, but into P6. Got a yellow flag, and that's Ocon out wide there. And Alonso's going to pick up 1, 2, 3 positions off the start.
Could be a lot of debris here.
So what's happened at the start here? George Russell. Ooh, they've just didn't see each other. So Russell and Ocon come together, and Alonso is able to pick off a couple of positions, and then Ocon as well, obviously. Kinga, hello, buddy. Yes, I'm very well. How are you doing? So Ocon's got damage, and so has Russell. Alonso, is he having a look around the outside of Gasly? No, not quite. Right, let's just have a look at tyres, shall we? So most of the grid on softs, no one on hards. Verstappen, the only one on mediums in the top 10. And then we've got, only about another 5 runners on mediums. So most of the runners on softs for this first stint. No penalties given.
Just keep the head down.
Ricciardo is all over Leclerc, who obviously started on a bit of a scrub set. Tazio Ferrari, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. And can Ricciardo get past Leclerc here? Leclerc's already out of the DRS of the top 4. But again, we're probably not expecting to have the pace of the McLaren's RB or Red Bulls. And Ricciardo having a look through here then. Can't make it work. We'll get DRS once we start this second lap. Tazio, come on, Leclerc. Alright, Ricciardo should get this done. As Zhou is past Alonso. Alonso's dropped a position, so not great for Alonso back there. But as we follow Danny Rick through here, we should get DRS.
Keep the head down.
And it should be job done on Leclerc here, really. Although Danny Rick is just staying in his gearbox for some reason. I don't quite know what Danny Rick's playing at, but that's not ideal.
Okay.
Alonso's moved back up to 19th. Oh, look at this. Past Gasly in the Audi then. And Alonso now back onto Zhou. Oh, it's going to be tight through there, but Alonso's going to try and make it work. Surely not going to go side by side through Eau Rouge. No, we're not. But we will get the DRS again. Ricciardo's past Leclerc further up the field, I can see. We're not going to make that move. Let's have a look at the replay.
And we're watching Daniel Ricciardo. Can they squeeze by?
And Ricciardo finally passed Leclerc then. I think Leclerc's going to try and stick with us here.
5th place after that.
Right, Ricciardo's going to be in trouble here. He's got no DRS. And Leclerc, Bottas and Sainz behind him all have DRS. So here comes Leclerc. I think Leclerc's going to be past us. Is it just going to be Leclerc? Can we maintain at least P6 here? Yes, we can,
Right
as
then,
Alonso has
take
got
a
past
look
Joe.
Keep watching Alonso with
Pit
this
for
one.
Inters. It's too early. It's
There
too
for the
early for
taking.
Inters. It's never too early in Spa.
And Alonso
I don't actually think we're having any rain here today, which is odd for Spa. And there we go, Alonso's past Joe. Yeah, no rain today in Spa. Very close to the top 4 though, isn't it? It's, yeah, about a second and a half separates the top 4.
On Bottas has DRS now.
Bottas does have DRS, but we have DRS. It is now a DRS train from Leclerc down to Perez from 6th to 11th. Right, Alonso is past Fittipaldi. Good job. There we go. Fittipaldi struggling with that damage. He's got half a front wing missing. What's he doing? Still out. He's loving it. What is going on there? Okay, maybe not half, but at least a quarter of the front wing is gone.
Alrighty.
Now we can see what happened.
And Ricciardo's lost a position to Bottas. Did Ricciardo lose
decided to give
DRS?
it a go.
There's no DRS here anyway. Not through here, Bottas. Oh. Bottas has got that mullet out and he's got it on show. What a move. 56% Bottas. Yeah, a lot of the pit stops are going to be around about the same sort of time. Russell's down to 36% on his tyres. And Alonso is on Russell, so we're kind of watching both drivers at the moment. But if you are jumping into the stream, you're enjoying the stream and you haven't already, do smash that like button, really helps me out. Yes, Sainz has nearly pulled the second, so as I say, I thought once Sainz got clear, he would pull away. We might just stay with him across this next DRS zone or two, but then I think he'll be on his way. Bottas is going to get DRS here, and then we'll get DRS on the next straight, so we might be with Sainz for a little while longer.
Let's get ready.
Chief, thanks for the follow, much appreciated.
Race update. Russell has pitted.
Russell's in the pit, so that releases Alonso. Alonso doesn't have to get that move done. Russell had to pit early because he had an accident early on, which has caused some tyre wear. So Alonso is now 4 seconds off Bortoletto. What's going on with Ricciardo? He is still with Bottas, just about. Should get DRS. Bottas has stayed very much with Sainz. Norris, although in that superior McLaren, hasn't made great progress. Russell pits, Fittipaldi pits, and Ocon. Everyone who's had a bit of an issue early on here in terms of accidents has all stopped. Perez is into the pits. Norris is into the pits. So again, that's going to release Alonso. Another couple of positions. Bortoletto's into the pits. So Alonso, we'll see, is going up because he's going longer on this first stint. So Alonso moves up to P12. Started last. Need a nice clean stop from the pit crew. We have had a back-to-back race, then a week off. Now we're on another back-to-back, so they might be a bit tired. We have kept the tiredness as low as possible. Hamilton trying to make the move. We do need to get into the pits though, Lewis, so thank you. We're in, and Leclerc pits at the same time. Hulkenberg does as well, but he's not in our race. But Leclerc, that's not ideal. We didn't really want any of these stopping. 2.4, not our best stop, but it's not an error.
Reminder, throttle on pit exit.
But the annoying thing is we're going to have Leclerc right on us here. See you next live, Callie needs to go. No worries, Atty. Thanks for jumping in as always. Yeah, I didn't want Leclerc.
20p11.
I'm just going to try and break that DRS straight away to Leclerc. Oh, we might get DRS off Fernando here.
So we have Leclerc a little while behind. Leclerc 1.4.
Fernando needs to keep Leclerc behind him here. Give his teammate a job, and he does. That is good work. So we just allowed Alonso to let his teammate go there. And he can hold up the cars behind, which includes Leclerc and Norris also that stopped. So that's going to give Ricciardo a chance to just build a little bit of a buffer here. Don't think Alonso will be able to do it for very long. Got another yellow flag. Safety car would be perfect for Fernando. As it's Hulkenberg running wide.
Overtake is available.
He has stopped.
Overtake available.
But that's not ideal on his outlap. FC Nick, thanks for the follow, much appreciated. So Alonso doing a bit of a hold-up job here. And Danny Rick has got 4 seconds up the road because of this. Alonso up to his old tricks here, but it's working perfectly for Danny Rick.
Keep up the lift off. You're doing a very good job.
As Sainz is into the pit. So where is Sainz going to feed out here? As we've got a Williams on the inside, Ferrari on the outside, potentially a McLaren there as well.
Okay, crack on.
Perez is having a good race there. This is actually, yeah, legitimate position here. Sainz. Right, we need Alonso to come in at the end of this lap. Where does Sainz feed out? So he is clear of that battle. Ricciardo's clear of him, but Sainz will catch us, no doubt. Has Alonso stayed in the DRS of Perez? No. I think this is going to be pretty near impossible now to keep Leclerc and Norris behind. So we needed that DRS, which we haven't got. So here comes Leclerc, although Norris looks a little bit too far back. Leclerc shot his DRS. Who is that? Please don't be Danny Rick.
DRS behind.
It's not. We've got another yellow flag. Come on, give us a safety car for Fernando.
Car is off. Okay,
No, Fittipaldi's he's had a spin. Oh, he's lit up the rears. Yeah, I can't see Alonso getting points at the moment because we're now going to be a pit stop behind all of these. As again, this Ferrari is going to be in the way of our pit stop, and that's going to majorly hold us up. Not ideal at all there. Here comes Fernando then. He's going to come right. Oh, he's going to come out right down the order again here, but let's see what we can do with him.
Honestly, I don't think we can do much more.
2.4, a little bit slow on the pit stops.
We have Perez behind us.
Sainz does get past Ricciardo. Right, so Alonso, is he going to clear K-Mag? Yes, that should be pretty easy. And going to be back behind these Alpines. We've only got 7% on Lawson, to be fair, so
Joe ahead.
yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of a slog for Alonso to try and get some points here. So Ricciardo's got 3.6 on Leclerc and a little bit more on Norris. They are the danger behind him. Bottas still not stopped. No, Bottas is going very long.
Understood.
So Alonso now on Zhou. You've got to get this done pretty quickly, to be honest with you. You don't want to be stuck behind.
Tyres have stabilised now for
Got
the moment.
much better tyre life than Zhou. And then we've got a 4-second gap. So Alonso's got to get this done here. As we're gaining. We seem a little bit far back, but here we go. Fernando, got to send this. It's Fernando Alonso, so of course he's going to send it, and we are past Zhou. Force him a bit on the inside there as well. And Alonso is through past Zhou, and he should be able to push up now to Bortoletto, 3.7 seconds up the road, who is fighting Lawson.
Okay.
So Alonso now needs to be on a bit of a charge. This is his aggressive stint on these softs. Right, Alonso has dropped Zhou. We've got Piastri, Albon and Bottas in, so Ricciardo should be clear of these because they've gone quite long. Are they going for a one-stopper? I'd imagine they will, stopping on lap 20. You've got to imagine they're on a one-stopper. Leclerc only 2.7 seconds behind us now. That's a little bit worrying. Can attack a little bit on these tyres.
Head down now.
Understood.
Alright, Alonso.
Press and hold the overtake.
Copy.
Oh, Alonso, that gap is going to close. Rouge Rouge, maybe. Fernando? No, not quite. Problem here is Bortoletto's got DRS. We need to get at least one of these. Both of them would be absolutely lovely because he's going to be stuck behind the gearbox of Liam Lawson, and that's going to open up the inside. Oh, Alonso's made contact with him. That was really tentative, and Alonso's got damage. Suspension and front wing. That was really poor from Fernando. Oh, Fernando. He kind of had it here, and he just, braked really early. And just sloppy. I think we might get a penalty for that.
You let me know. Check.
Minor front wing. I don't think we can afford to box, really. But that has just probably really destroyed any chance we had of points here with Fernando. Having a look here, we will get DRS. This should be easier than last time round.
Yeah, mate. I don't have that pace.
Come on, Fernando. We've got the pace. We've got the pace.
You just keep your head down.
Fernando this time on the inside. And he does it with no contact. So Fernando Alonso is up into P14, but with damage, this is going to be a real slog now.
4.4.
As Norris has got a fault, that could be interesting. What's this?
I lost drive or something.
Lando has developed an issue. He had an issue last race as well, an ERS issue. And he's got a gearbox issue down to 19%. That's why he's not got the pace of Piastri today. So Alonso, maybe he's got a sneaky out chance.
Gap 1.5.
Outside chance of a point.
Head down.
Keep him going for now, at least. Right, 1.3 to George Russell. We won't be getting DRS at the moment. We should be getting a bit of a tow at least, but not really looking like it. Maybe a slight tow. .1, so Alonso dropped Lawson by 6 seconds, so definitely the pace isn't too bad.
It's okay.
146.7. Going quicker than Russell and Norris and Perez. Not really Bottas, so yeah, points still going to be a struggle. Let's see how far we can get with him. I think we can continue to attack all the way till we box now. Nearly into the DRS. We should get a bit of a tow.
Gap 1.2.
Once we get through these two right-handers, we'll get a tow all the way down to the chicane, and then we'll be into the DRS on the start-finish straight. It's Russell's tire, I'm saying. Perez is in for his second stop. Russell down to 41%. Russell might stop soon. I'd kind of like to get past Russell and box before him, though. That would be ideal. Who's Derek? Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. There's Perez into the box. Right, we do need to pit with Alonso at the end of this.
So box and pick the turn.
Can we get past Russell here? And then we'll box at the end of the lap.
Yes, box.
Overtake is available. Overtake available.
Copy.
Oh, Fernando getting the job done there. What a move. And we'll get DRS to pull away. That's perfect. Hopefully we'll get a replay of that. As I was on the battery there, we didn't quite see it in all its glory. But Alonso is into P12 then. And we're pulling away from Russell already. He's already a second behind. Oh, we unfortunately don't get a replay, though. Ricciardo, he's still got 7 seconds on Leclerc, so Ricciardo's having a bit of a lonely race now in P6. And he's looking good for P6. Because, as I say, Norris's issue, I think, is going to hamper him. We're only 3.6 behind Norris. We might get an undercut on Norris with Fernando as well here. So Fernando may be P11. Definitely got a chance of P11. What's Albon saying? He's going to the end though, isn't he, I think? So we're going to be... What's the pit loss here? We're going to be 20 seconds. We're going to be about 25 seconds behind Albon, so that might be a bit too much. But we'll see. There's still an outside chance that Fernando could pick up a point or two here. And Russell pits, but we should be okay from him. As long as we have a clean stop. We do need a clean stop now from the pit crew. Because Russell's only about a second and a half behind us here. Come on. 2.1, our best stop of the day, and we needed it. Good work from the pit crew. And Fernando, that's hit him now to the end of the race. And Russell looks like he might have had a quick stop as well, though, because he's not too far behind.
you currently P14.
Okay, so that's Liam ahead.
Right, let's just
Gap
attack
ahead,
on that.
5.2.
Just attack, get these tyres up to temperature very
Russell now
quickly.
the car behind.
So we'll get past Lawson again. No, Lawson will box Perez. Ah, actually, we
17
forgot about
laps
Perez,
remaining.
who's already jumped us. So yeah, points.
Yeah, increase your gap again.
Points are difficult. Either way, points are going to be difficult. I think we're going to get right on the fringes of
Press and
points
hold the
here.
overtake.
Date on tires when you can, please.
Right, Alonso is nearly in the DRS of Lawson, but Russell is definitely going to be in the DRS of Fernando here. Is Lawson going to pit? He is. That's annoying as well. Do we get DRS off him still? I don't think we will, because we did. We did, but George is still going to have DRS on us. Not working. Not working for us here. George, he's not going to be able... I'm just hoping George is going full on attack here, and he's just going to... His pace is going to drop off at some point. I'm going to stop with the battery. George can do what he wants. I think George is attacking a bit too much. Here comes Russell then. He is really going for it, and I don't want to waste... I don't want to just ruin my strategy for the sake of it, so... We'll just keep on our pace, keep on our delta here. And Russell down to 89%. He's not going to be able to push at that pace the whole race, so he's going for a push at the moment. Let him do his thing. Hopefully we can get him back in a little while. 14 laps to go. Has Norris in the pits. He's just going to have no pace now. That gearbox issue, though. He's going to be a long way back on us. He will have a tyre advantage, but he's going to be way too far back.
Keep your head down.
Right, here comes Fernando again. He's done it once through here. I don't think we're going to be that close, but we will get DRS now up the hill. Once we're up the hill. And here we go. Rear wing open.
Okay, mate. Just stay focused.
But he's not making the move to the inside, Fernando. That's not where you want to be, Nando. I'm going to say that. Norris only 6 seconds back. He's probably on soft, so he could attack. I think George has used his pace now, though, by the looks of it. So Fernando, we'll wait until we get around again. We didn't change the front wing on that stop because I thought the pace wasn't too bad in the end, so we just kept with it rather than lose further time. Just going to harvest through here, save a bit of battery.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Lose out a bit of time there, but that's fine.
Use your tools.
Copy.
Though we didn't really gain with that DRS zone, did we? Alright, Fernando again. Is he going to get past George Russell this time? DRS swings open again. This time Fernando does pull out to the inside. And this time he should be past George Russell. And he is. Right, let's push on the battery. Let's see if we can actually break the DRS to Russell. It's 5%, so Russell is still on either aggressive or attack. I think aggressive. Anyway, last pit stop, hopefully for us. 2.1 last time out. Can we better it? No, 2.2, but we take that.
Focus on reaction time and no full throttle before pit exit.
Right, Hamilton, Bottas and Albon all going to the end here. So there is going to be some overtaking for Ricciardo to do. And ideally, he wants to be out ahead of Bottas and Albon because that would make less overtaking, but their tyres are going to be up to speed and ours are not.
Next car, Hamilton.
So this is probably going to be near on impossible to keep these behind. Let's give it a go. Come on, Ricciardo, cover that off. Cover that off. That's what we like, but I think Bottas has still got the inside. He has, and he's got those tyres up to temperature. Not much we could do there.
Understood.
Don't want to lose out to Ricciardo, to Albon as well here.
Okay.
Alonso has broken the DRS to Russell, but he's 20 seconds off Perez. Not significant better tyre life, so yeah, points is looking unlikely. Ricciardo, he's got a good tyre advantage on all of those ahead of him, so it should be only a matter of time, you'd hope, for Ricciardo. He's got to get these tyres up to temperature. Oh, Ricciardo. Hamilton is 5 seconds up the road, though. But I think we will have the pace.
We're happy with tires.
Okay, understood.
Right, here we go then. Ricciardo's tyres getting into the window. He's going for the move on Bottas there. Not ideal because although we get DRS here, we won't get the second helmet of DRS, but hopefully we've got enough here just to pull away.
Alright.
As Leclerc makes his final stop.
Nice.
And Ricciardo
Okay,
want to
good
dump a lot of battery here.
So currently P8. Our next car ahead is Leclerc.
Oh, Bottas, yeah, we should have enough on Bottas here. And we've got 5 seconds till Hamilton.
Need to drop the pace.
And Leclerc's going to be way out in front of Alonso. So, yeah, Alonso's not really got too much chance of points here. We'd need something drastic to happen in front of us. Here we go. Is Ricciardo going to wait for the DRS, or is he just going to get the job done here? Alongside Lewis Hamilton. Much better grip. And we're going to get the job done nice and early from Daniel Ricciardo. We'll keep pushing on the battery. Let's build that DRS gap. Lewis will probably stay with us for the next couple of DRS zones.
Keep looking at your tires.
But Ricciardo is back to that P6 mark. Now that's where he's been for most of the race. That looks like to be where he's going to finish. We actually have nearly broke the DRS, and we have. So that's going to be quite easy work in the end then for Ricciardo. Hulkenberg's out. We've got a virtual safety car.
Virtual safety car. And keep following the reference.
Well, we weren't expecting that. We might as well box Fernando.
Okay, understood.
Hulkenberg has binned it. What has happened to Nico Hulkenberg?
Turn 13. And that's the
Oh,
moment the car plows
Hulkenberg.
into the wall. Now, I imagine their confidence will have taken a knock.
Actually, is there any point hitting Alonso?
So box and pick confirm.
We'll
Here
lose.
we are then, reaching turn 13.
Let's just work this out. We're gonna... No, there's no point boxing Alonso, is there? If it's a full safety car, it'd be worth it, but not a virtual. Because he'll lose to Russell, potentially Norris as well. And that should be enough for Yuki Tsunoda to win the Belgian Grand Prix here in Spa. Should have probably been a 1-2 here for RB, but Hulkenberg, massive error.
It's just to confirm it's thermal dig.
But Tsunoda's kept it together.
Copy.
And just his last corner to go then. And here he comes. I think Yuki's won one race already this year, so I believe this is his second win in 2026. Yuki Tsunoda wins it. Max Verstappen, 2 seconds back. So the Red Bull family very happy here because all three out of 4 of their drivers are going to be on their point, on the podium. It should have been all 4 in the top 4 for them. But it is Tsunoda that wins it. Verstappen second. Sainz 20 seconds back. Is going to complete the podium then. 4 P3. And then we've got Oscar Piastri. As I say, Ricciardo, only 4 seconds in the end. There he is. He did have good pace at the end there, Ricciardo. Ricciardo finishes P5. And Alonso is going to miss out on the points. He's going to get within 12 seconds of Bottas. But we started last with Alonso. It's a good recovery in a way. Started 22nd, finished 11th. But that accident early on
P5, man.
really cost him. And yeah, ran damage for the rest of the race. So didn't help us.
Appreciate your effort.
Right, let's have a look then at the full result. Yuki from pole wins it. So a great result for Yuki Tsunoda. Max Verstappen up 1-2, finished second. And Carlos Sainz, I say, unlucky to be knocked out in Q2 due to traffic. And he had a much more pace than that. And he showed it up 8 places to finish third. Oscar finished where he started in P4. Danny Rick up 1 to P5 thanks to Hulkenberg basically crashing out. Lewis Hamilton, a good drive from him as well, up 9 places to 6th. Leclerc 7th. Perez takes points in the Williams, as does Albon in the Aston Martin, and Bottas claims the last point. And Fernando Alonso just misses out in P11. Ricciardo, also with the fastest lap, takes the extra point, and he is fighting for this Driver Championship, so that could be all important. Let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship then. And Daniel Ricciardo does hold on to that lead, but as I say, they are closing this gap. So What is that now? 47 points, the lead. So the lead is now down to 47 points. And we can also see Fernando Alonso has been jumped in P2. No points scored. So it's Yuki Tsunoda up to P2. Fernando Alonso P3. And the rest of these, or at least Verstappen, Piastri and Carlos Sainz, not too far away as well, with Max in 4th, Oscar in 5th, and then Carlos Sainz in 6th. Got Lando in 7th. Hulkenberg really should add 18 on top of that 73 today. Should have been on 91 points, but he threw it away. He's in P8. Hamilton 9th. Leclerc 10th. Bottas 11th. And the rest of the points so far. Russell 12th. Albon 13th takes another 2 points. Perez moves up to 14th, taking another 4 points. Ocon 15th. Bortoletto 16th. And the rest yet to score. Constructors, what does that do? We did have a healthy lead, and we still have got a healthy lead, but again, the pack is closing. And again, that should have been, what, 43 points for RB really there. So, what's that, 126 points? So we've got a 126-point lead, but if this continues, in another 2-3 races, it's going to be very tight indeed. So, Team Lotus still lead, Red Bull second, RB move up to 3rd, Lando Norris struggling across the last couple of races, McLaren 4th, Ferrari 5th, Mercedes 6th, Aston Martin 7th, and Williams 8th. So they're actually on the same points now, both on 10 points. Haas in 9th with 2, and then Alpine and Audi are yet to score. So as these get closer to us, what's going to be really interesting is actually it's very close between these two, isn't it? What's it, 39 points between Red Bull and McLaren. So they're going to close that gap. It's going to get very tight on the top 4 in a couple of races' time. So we've got no upgrades for the next race. So again, I'd expect 6th, 7th is going to be the maximum we can do. So it's going to be the same sort of result next time out. And we're going to hope post-summer break we can start to challenge for podiums and wins again.